Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. So as you know, today marks the first day of the anniversary sale for the next 8 days. Today is ANVIL's day, so they had a little ATV, a special ATV, just highlighting some of the ANVIL ships. I'm going to go through what we saw in ATV as well as the ships that are available and the price that they are at. The first one we got to see was the ANVIL Hawk. This is the latest concept ship. It is actually a bounty hunter specialist ship, so it's for hunting outlaws, a bit like Boba Fett. There's a rear pod which acts as a little holding cell. You bring the ships down without destroying it. So it has an EMP as well. It's a sort of a central disc area of the ship you can see. That's the EMP there to bring the ships down without destroying them too much. Very much a hawk bird aesthetic, with both landed and in flight, hence the name. It's got a lower windshield as well for central line, so you can see the ground if you're chasing someone. Gladiator style entry. It's kind of a middle of the road flight performance, not too agile, but and again not a bruiser. Very versatile because it's, you know, it needs to go in all different environments. And basically they say that you get your bounty, you drag them to the back of the ship and place them in the hold. If they're alive, obviously you get more money for this compared to them being dead, and some bounties may specify you to capture them alive. And the bounty will then wake up in a prison, have to serve his time either breaking rocks or doing these sort of menial tasks around the prison, or risk breaking out of jail to be a wanted criminal for the rest of his days. Very cool. We have spoke about prisons on my stream recently, and it was pretty much exactly what they were saying there. So this is $80 with the war bond, or $90 non-war bond, and it is LTI obviously. It's the first time we've seen this ship. It's a new concept ship, so you get lifetime insurance. Now the next ship we got to see was the ANVIL Terrapin. This is in tech setup. It is a military exploration vessel. It can take a good beating. It has this little lockdown mode where the armor extends in place of maneuverability just to protect itself further. As I say, it can take a crazy beating. It's not got a lot of firepower. It's not a combat ship. It's kind of, you get in there, get the information you need, and then you get out again. It can also hold its heat, its heat signature to hide it, and then open the armor plates and vent that heat when you're in a safe area where people aren't looking for you. So it's clever in that sense. It's got a few utility mounts for scanning, like deep material scanning, for mining, maybe gaining some extra information about it, or even jump point charting. So it's a professional scanning ship. You can have different methods there. It's also got a sensor dish on the back, which they did say is a good target to knock that down to stop it from using that sensor. Also, the interior is sort of a hexagon 30-degree angle aesthetic. Strong structurally. This is a good ANVIL aesthetic. You see that a lot in their ships. But also they say it looks very alien-esque. Now it's quite self-sufficient. It's got a bed, a toilet, personal storage for items that you have collected to research or for just your supplies. You can also store your suit somewhere. It has 2 stations, so you can work together with a friend, but really they do say it's a one-man exploration ship. The thrusters articulate and double up as VTOL. It's not very aerodynamic as it looks like a turtle. It's got a very cool cockpit, and as I said, it's for solo explorers who will have a good chance of survival. This is $195, but this time, with it being the 5-year anniversary, you get 60 months insurance, as they put it, which is about 5 years. After that, we got to see the Hurricane. Now, this is in grey box stage. It's moving along very quickly, as ANVIL is already well ahead in the style guide. It's got a multi-gunned manned turret with 4 size 3 weapons on. This is its defining characteristic. It's got a good top speed, so you fly into combat, or the pilot will fly into combat, so the turret gunner can then unleash the firepower. It's got 6 size 3 guns overall, so it's got a strong killing potential. It's a bottom loading entry as well for pilot and for the gunner, both independently, which is good. A very good first strike past ship, so you fly past and do striking runs rather than hovering and shooting at a distance. They also want to be able to get people to EVA out of the canopy and have ejection seats too. Currently that's not working, but they will set that up. That's $175 as well as the 5-year insurance. Now the Carrack. They are working out the interior first. They've completed the white box. They just need to white box the bridge as they tackle the exterior. It is now in the early stages of the grey box phase. They've got a lot left to do, but it's definitely a good start. The lighting, they say, is very blue with a red accent. Very military inspired. It's got a little bigger, about 30 meters bigger. That's about 30 meters. One of the reasons for this is the drone room had to increase in size slightly because they used the Reclaimer as an example. They used the Reclaimer drone room as an example and realized it may need to be a little bigger than that. It's also got its own scout ship to explore. It's got a hangar for a vehicle, for a rover, which they have yet created, and that allows you to explore on the ground. It's got 3 modular pods that can be interchanged for various features. Currently, they are working on cargo only. These can be switched out, a bit like we see on the Caterpillar. But they did say that you'll be able to spend months on this ship. It is, again, another very self-sustained ship. It's customizable depending on what you want. You can do deep space exploration, planet exploration, or just do cargo runs. This ship is $400. It's gone up $50 from before, and again, 5 years insurance. Now, the other sales, of course, this is an ANVIL sale, so there are other ANVIL ships. The Crucible is $350, the Gladiator is $165, and for the Hornets, the F7C is $110, the Ghost is $125, the Tracker's $140, the Wildfire is $175, and the Super Hornet is $180. Now, all the ships do come with these 60 months or 5 years insurance. This is because it's the 5th anniversary sale. Also, if you are in the EU, add 20% to all the prices. Unfortunately, they do have to put the tax on. But that was it. So tomorrow is the Aegis sale. So let's get excited for the Reclaimer, the Javelin, the Idris. What have you picked up today? Have you bought anything? The website is very slow because it's obviously getting a lot of use at the moment. Tell me what you're looking forward to. Make sure you follow me on Twitch because I am streaming as often as possible and I am playing 3.0. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of giveaways coming up in December. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.